Blessed peeps, good day to you all. Today I'm gonna play a voice note for you all to listen, and you are going to understand one of the reasons why police have to operate a certain way when they pull you over in a road traffic stop. Alright? You might not be a criminal, so you might think and say the police are being aggressive, or the police could not have or should not have approached your vehicle in a certain manner. But after listening to this voice note, you will understand why the police have to operate in a defensive way whenever we stop a vehicle on the road and we are approaching that vehicle, because remember, the unknown can be danger. Listen to this recording, peeps.
24-year-old Neil Walters is alleged to have told one of the arresting officers that he had planned to engage him in a shootout, but didn't do so because he didn't have enough bullets. The shocking statement was made by Neil Walters, a construction worker of Charlestown in St. Mary. Walters was arrested during a spot check on the Salt Marsh Main Road in Falmouth, Trelawney, late last month. As we hear in this report from Mahira Stewart, Walters even bragged to the arresting officers that he would get bail soon and be back on the road in no time.
On Monday, August 28th this year, Neil Walters was the passenger in a Toyota Isis motor car being operated as a taxi when the vehicle was ordered to stop by a police team on highway patrol duties. The police say they observed Walters tucking an object in his waistband before exiting the vehicle. Walters was searched, and a .45 pistol with 3 rounds of ammunition was taken from his waistband. Our sources say after being arrested, Walters went off on a rant, telling the police in no uncertain terms that he is a bad man. It's understood he told one of the arresting officers that after being pulled over, he thought of drawing his weapon and challenging the policeman who approached the motor car. He says he didn't follow through with his thought because of how tactically the policeman approached the vehicle. He's also understood to have said that he suppressed the urge to fire at the policeman when he recalled that he only had 3 bullets in his gun. Walter's rant didn't stop there. He told the arresting officer that the next time he encounters them on the road, he will not hesitate to shoot. Our sources say Walters told the arresting officers that he will soon be out on the road on bail. He's alleged to have said that he will continue to murder people because he's a murderer. Walters is understood to have said he has zero fear of the police as he's a proud murderer. Our sources say he told the police that his brothers, Nicholas Walters and Nigel Walters, are killers. Those 2 men are before the courts answering to charges related to double murders in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland. As for Neil Walters himself, he's a person of interest in several crimes in St. Mary. The police want to speak to him about the murder and robbery of a licensed firearm holder, Wayne Williams. Williams was shot and killed on January 23, 2021, and his firearm stolen. Walters is also a person of interest in the armed robbery of 2 Chinese nationals in Three Hills, St. Mary on August 27, 2023. That incident happened a day before he was picked up by the police in Trelawney. Walters is facing charges of possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition.
So now, people, after listening to that recording there, right, peeps, what are your opinion about this particular situation? You can see that if the police was not alert and on guard and tactical in their approach to the motor that vehicle that they had stopped, which was actually a taxi motor car, because these criminals move around in different modes of transportation at times. But if the police officers were not vigilant and were not ready, this young man would have taken his chances. Maybe he would have been neutralized, yes, he would not have gotten away with it. But to think that he had the thought of attacking these police officers that had stopped him, it goes to show you the level of danger that a policeman or woman puts him or herself in whenever they approach a motor vehicle. So I can understand why sometimes people get upset when the police approach the vehicle a certain way tactically, but that is just the way you are supposed to do it. Whenever you discover that there is no threat of that nature, you apologize to the persons and, you know what I mean, explain to them the reason why you had to take that approach. And listening to this message, people, now you would understand why the police have to take a certain approach when approaching the vehicle, because a police officer could have easily lost his life there, because if they were not alert and vigilant, because this young man had only 3 bullets in his gun. Maybe that is the reason why he didn't challenge him, as he said. But he could have still killed 2 police officers with those 3 bullets, depending on how good of a shooter he is. I would like to hear your feedback on this one, this particular situation. It just goes to show there are persons out there who do not think of attacking the police, and there are others out there who would want to attack and hurt police, because the police is the barrier between them and doing what they want to do and get away with it. As he said, his brothers are criminals. Seems like most of his siblings are criminals based on what is being said. This person has no intention of changing. This person has made up his mind to do crime, and that's what he thrives on. So people, look and understand, all right?